Okay, hello everyone, it's Ina from Krasnodar, from Russia. So it's one of my first days in Russia, and today the plan is to go to buy an HDMI cable, to buy a charger for the phone, and maybe to go to a bank to get a new bank card for me, because I don't have a bank card, but I have a bank account. So this is like a main, okay, it's not Main Street, today's Monday, but it's like a big street with some quite amount of cars. Okay, not much, but still. So let's have a look at the average sleeping area of the city. It's like a district where, yeah, most of the residents live. So there won't be a lot of skyscrapers or a lot of business centers or anything like that. Just like a regular place, average place where people live. And as you can see, it's just the beginning of May and it's very warm, a lot of trees, everything is green, everything is nice, and of course it's noisy because of the roads. Hey, I don't know about you, but for me, every time when I live in the city, I walk much more than when I live like somewhere in the countryside like I did in Sweden, because the shops are kind of in the walking distance and you don't need to take a car. And in Sweden, the supermarkets and little shops, they're a little bit further away, so it's kind of too much to walk, so you take a car. And that's why, like in Sweden, I almost didn't move and I got much fatter, as you can see. And here in Krasnodar, like on average, I do maybe 2 or 3 times more steps. Like I have much more than I used to do in Sweden, so hopefully I'm going to lose some weight. And especially that I already applied for a couple of jobs, and I think both, okay, one place they really want to ask me to invite me to the interview, and hopefully another one too. So fingers crossed. So right now we can see quite a beautiful park, and the last time when I was here like 10 years ago, there was like nothing here. It was just an empty space with a couple of trees, and when I was at school, our school sent us here to clean up, and that's it. Today is Monday, but as you can see, there are some kids. It's already like 12 o'clock, so it's lunch. But as I remember, kids supposed to stay at school until maybe 1 p.m. So maybe it's kind of the time. Okay, let's go here. Some exercising area. It's also new. When I left, there was nothing like this. So it is very good, and there's even like a punching bag. Тук-тук. Есть кто-нибудь? So here are a lot of little shops in the cellar, like nails, hairdressers, repairmen. Tuk tuk tuk. Привет! So the store Krasne и Белое is a famous alcoholics shop. Like you can buy liquor there. And here's another one, famous chain of supermarkets, Magnet. So you can buy some food there, and it's supposed to be like one of the cheapest chains, as well as Пятерочка. So here we can see there is Wildberries. It's like place where you can pick up your order from the online shop called Wildberries, and we'll go through the houses again. Here most of the buildings are like about 9 floors, so let's see. So those behind me, they were typical schoolers, students at school, pupils, as you wish. So I don't know if you know, but in Russia students study for 11 years. So they go to grade 1 when they're 7 years old, and they study for 11 years, not 12 like in other countries. So today they have finished with their classes and they're resting. I used to do the same. Sometimes you just don't want to go home and you'll just stay somewhere with your friends and check what's going on. So at the moment I need to find a kind of a second-hand store for electronics, because I want to check, maybe they have an HDMI cable that will be there and it will be maybe a little bit cheaper. I know it's somewhere in this area, in this house, or maybe the house behind me, so we'll figure it out. As you can see, the parking area, basically these houses were built without parking area. They were built so many years ago when people did not have as many cars, so it's like a big deal, and a lot of fights actually happen for the parking spots. That's where you can see some private lockers here. So you need to have like your own lock if you want to have it. And again, I'm not sure how exactly you can get one of those locks. Should you be kind of a big guy, or should you just pay someone for that? Maybe you're renting it from the city, from the municipality. I'm not sure about that, but still. Oh, so this is a very quiet area, as you can see, residential area, and yeah, there are a lot of things. Like on the other side there is like a hotel, fitness club, like gym, smaller one. There is also pharmacy, there is a dental clinic, massage center, a lot of things. And if you live like, okay, Krasnodar is a big city. Now it's a big, but when I was a kid, I thought like, oh my god, it's a village. It's so boring to live here. But no, Krasnodar is big. And the good thing when you go to Russia, a lot of services you can get like 24/7 with, like, even in a small residential area. Okay, it's not small, but still, in this part of the city, in the district, you'll have at least 3 24-hour pharmacies. So holidays, New Year, International Women's Day, day, night, whatever it is, they will be open. So it's a really good thing of living in Russia. And also a lot of shops, they will be open on the weekends too. So until 7, 8, 9, 10 p.m. It depends on the place, of course. Like when I just arrived, I had to fix one of my broken phones, and I went on the 28th of April, and it was kind of, it was like pre-holiday day. Usually, like if it was in Europe, a lot of places would work only until 3 p.m. but it was also Sunday, so it was open. They took my stuff and they fixed the phone the very same day on Sunday, the day before holiday, and they worked until 6 p.m. Wow, what a service. It's like, as I told you, you see the blue sign, it's called Apteka 24, it means it works 24/7. The orange one, Apelsin, it's just like a grocery store, the small one, convenience store, again 24 hours, so it works all the time. So, and there's also computer club and insurance company, another food store, Produkte, 24/7. You can also. Oh. And here's another pharmacy. Little kiosks with bread and stuff and cakes. And another pharmacy. You can see the amount of pharmacies per capita is the highest in Russia. I think as much as in Vietnam. Okay. So here is photo center, some shoes factory, some hairdresser, and this is the shop we're going to. Комиссионный магазин, second-hand store, from 10 to 9 p.m. Good. Здравствуйте. Кабель HDMI есть?
Нет. HDMI нет, к сожалению.
Ладно. А где можно купить? В Андрее?
Возможно, кстати, да.
Так, а что у вас тут есть? Что тут есть? So at the second-hand store they don't have an HDMI cable, but it's fine. I was not actually hoping to get one there, and I know it's always it's always better to buy the new one, but I just wanted to check out the store because I've never been here and I just wanted to see what they have. And as you can see, they had some TVs, they had like a washing machine, they had some old TVs, but still some monitors. That's not bad. I mean, why not? Why should you pay more for, let's say, if you coming to Russia for a short period of time, even if you're Russian, you move from city to city, maybe you need something for 1 or 2 months. Why should you buy a new thing and have to sell it for nothing? So buy it now for cheap and have to sell it back for cheap. Добрый день. А есть кабель HDMI? Нет.
Здравствуйте.
Здравствуйте. Кабель HDMI.
Это с двух сторон, да, уже?
Да.
Сейчас я гляну. А он длинный, нет, стандартный такой обычный?
Любой длины.
Я понял.
Короткий тоже хорошо.
Я понял. Тут просто очень... Сейчас мы глянем, найдем. Это такое дело, девушка, что где-то у нас были на проводах много всяких.
Не спорю.
Сейчас найдем. Хотелось лучше вот так, как лучше не поймешь.
Ну да.
Как лучше не поймешь.
Пока не видно.
Пока не видно точно. А вот он.
О, супер. Сколько стоит?
500 рублей.
А что так
Ну,
дорого?
могу вам его за 350 продать. Но они дорогие. Они никогда дешевые не были.
Ну я тогда подумаю. Я просто на Озоне за 250 смотрела.
Да. Ну забирайте за 250, я просто не читаю. Они вообще-то, они как, ну как, скажи, стоили где-то вот так вот. Это от 500, в районе 500. Ну там качество, там что-то стол сюда был хороший. Сейчас, где-то не
Ага. Так.
Там еще от качества зависит. Ага.
Ага, спасибо.
Какой хороший по качеству.
Ага. До свидания. So did you get what happened? So basically he has a cable and I asked him about the price. He told me 500 rubles and I said like, wow, why so expensive? Like I saw it online for 250 and it's like not even the brand. Okay, it's new, but it's not like the best cable, HDMI cable that you can get, like not the latest generation. I was like, come on, I've seen it for 250 online. He's like, okay, give me 250. So I'm pretty sure if I told him that I saw it for like 100, he would, maybe, okay, he wouldn't sell me for 100, but you can see how easily he agreed to that. So yeah, be careful when you buy at little shops. Like if you go to a supermarket or any like big chain where you see price tags, not saying this will happen, but if you go to a market like this is, so it's basically, you see no receipts, nothing. So watch out for your wallet. So I don't know why today is Monday, all of the shops are closed, and I think I will go to bus stop and I will go to a bank to open up a bank account. Not to open up, to get my bank card. So stay tuned. Ну да, зарядка нужна. Добрый день. Зарядка на iPhone XR.
А что ему нужно?
Все, зарядка.
И блок ушел?
Да. Сколько стоит? Ну да, это не совсем удобно.
Ну, в этом понятно.
Зато ловит лучше, чем другие.
Все,
Спасибо. Steamboat. А? Блин. А, остановка там. Спасибо. Возьмите. So I left kind of one stop behind, like after the place where I have to go. So check 2GIS, double GIS and other apps for the maps, not to be lost in the city like me. Now I'll have to walk for quite some time. And as you can see, the pedestrian light doesn't work, but the big traffic lights for the cars, I think will work. Or should we go? We can see. And so it's very strange that traffic lights don't work here. It's quite a busy crossing. I think in general, within years, people became less rude, more polite to each other, and I really like it. Honestly, like when I came to Russia, I was like, fuck, there will be a lot of people angry, screaming, I don't know, showing me bad faces or something. But no, everyone is so nice. Maybe it's because I'm nice to others, or like I don't ask for many things. So I'm totally satisfied with the culture nowadays. So I already have 3,500 steps, and basically this was my maximum in Sweden in the past months. And here I've looked at just like in, I don't know, half an hour. So obviously life in the city is busier than in the Swedish countryside, at least for me. So I'm very happy to be here. Hopefully I'm going to lose some weight, and I really hope that I will lose at least maybe at least 10 kilograms. This is what I really aim for. And you can see behind me is a gentleman. He looks like he could be homeless, and he's eating something, and he was feeding the birds. What's the name of those? Pigeons. Oh yeah, I forgot the name. He was feeding pigeons. Nice. Okay, so 5 hours later, it's my bank turned out into a super hipster bank where they don't have like counters. You're supposed to sit at the desk, like at the table, sit in the comfortable chair, and I think all of this process makes it much longer. And actually, a lot of the time, people come to install the new apps for the banking apps for the banks, because you can't get them in Apple Store, and this is the thing that takes a lot of time and That's why the queues arise. So I got also a loan. It's like I don't need it. I just got like a credit card with 60 days. Like if I spend money, I don't have to pay anything within 60 days. Like no fees, nothing. So it's perfect. Ooh, another thing. What was another thing? I got a little sticker that you could put like at the back of your cover of the phone case, and you can pay with it in the transport. So finally I don't have to carry cash around. I can just pay everywhere with my phone, with my card, whatever I want. So now cashless. And yeah, it's very modern here, so you can pay everywhere with a QR code or a card, but for me the QR code doesn't work all the time because of my phone operator. For some reason Tele2 is not working well everywhere in Krasnodar, so I suggest you to get MPS, but Tele2 is much cheaper. So now we're taking another bus or trolleybus to get home. До карты можно? Как пикнуло. Прошло? Держи ты тогда.
Давай.
Да не буду я уже, что 2 раза пикнула. Ну ничего не пикнула. Деньги есть, так давай. Так я не знаю, первый раз пикаю. Спасибо. Назад пойду. So I arrived to my final destination. As you can see, there are some scooters behind me. You can always rent them. You need to install like a special app for that, but it's not very difficult. I don't really know the price because I haven't rented them yet, so I will have to figure this out. And of course we'll shoot a video for that. So when you cross the road, there are a lot of like how do you call those traffic lights for pedestrians, where you have to actually touch the sensor bar to activate the traffic light. I don't know how to call it. Like I've seen those before in the West, and I've never seen them in Russia before, and this is my first time in 10 years to be in Russia, so I think it's very modern, it's convenient, and I like it and it works. So this is it for today. Thank you guys for staying with me, for walking out with me, for checking out my beautiful city Krasnodar. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate and ask in the comments. And see you in the next episode. Bye bye.